continuation to the previous topic, that is current affairs. Now we are going to discuss about an area where Indian government is thinking of developing some infrastructure in the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Not an entire island. There is a specific island which is called Little Andaman. Which is almost 600 square kilometer area, that is more or less equal to or little larger than Chennai or Mumbai. Here in this island, Government of India is thinking of, it is not yet decided, but thinking of developing connectivity to the mainland plus infrastructure development in this Little Andaman. The Little Andaman is northwards of 8-degree latitude. 8-degree latitude. Sometimes there was some questions based on which latitude divides Andaman and Nicobar, and which latitude 10-degree channel, 8-degree channel. There were many different questions based on this. So whenever we are reading a newspaper, it is presumed that we have to think in multiple dimensions. It is not just that what it is written we have read and remember. No, it is not like that. We have to understand where, like when it is called Little Andaman, we have to locate it on the map where it is, and we also have to think of latitudes. Can you please recall what is the latitudinal extension of India? Latitudinal extension and longitudinal extension too. It is more or less a 30-degree in both latitudinal expansion and longitudinal expansion. Now please try to find out what are these latitudes, extreme latitudes, southernmost and northernmost, and longitudes, eastern and western longitude. Try to find it out and locate Little Andaman on your atlas. That will help you in remembering and also answering many different questions. Now come to another topic within this Little Andaman infrastructure development. Here, out of this 600 square kilometer area, almost 30% of area is going to be denotified from the forest reserves. About 30%, not exactly, as it is not declared so far, which is just a planned document that is available in Niti Aayog, but which is not published in the public domain so far. So now 30% of this area is going to be denotified, and which will be allocated in zonal development. Zone 1 is going to have airport, financial district, and med city. And the second and third zones, recreation, resorts, living areas. Why are we concerned about this? This is going to de-reserve 30% of evergreen forest. What is this evergreen forest? Can you define evergreen forest? What are the types of forest we have, and what is the importance of this evergreen forest, and what are the areas we have evergreen forest in our country? Very limited area that we have evergreen forest, and Andaman Western Ghats is one area where we have this evergreen forest, and part of northeastern areas we have evergreen forest, Andaman Nicobar, and a little part south of Odisha or nearby Odisha. These are the areas we have evergreen forest. Within this evergreen forest, we are going to de-reserve. This is going to have ecological importance and impact over environmental conditions whole year. Apart from this environmental impact, there is a tribe called Ong tribe. Now these tribal people are amounted to about 7,500 almost. It is not an exact figure that we know, but the people who are living here are called Ong tribe, which is going to be again a question. What are the tribal people or what are the tribal communities there in the Andaman and Nicobar? Jarvas are there. Apart from Jarvas, what are the other tribal people we know? Ong is another tribe that is living there in the Little Andaman area. Now these people, if they come within the area that where they are going to develop 100-kilometer, now let us assume this is the island, they are going to develop a ring road of 100-kilometer length. Because of this infrastructure development, there is going to be man-animal conflict, plus disturbance in the tribal zone. We are going to destabilize the tribal people. These are the two drawbacks that we are going to face because of this developmental activities, and they are going to develop a airport and other infrastructures. Because of all these, there is one more endangered species global, which is a globally endangered species, giant leatherback turtle. This giant leatherback turtle is a globally endangered. Now please try to find out what is endangered, what is critically endangered, and where do we notify these endangered species. We will be discussing about these things in the coming classes. Meanwhile, you try to get into this knowledge of what is meant by endangered species and why do we concerned about these endangered species. Now these giant turtle, are they going to live here, or these just species that are coming here and after a while they are just leaving? Little Andaman is the place where these giant leatherback turtles take this as the nesting grounds, right? We are going to have consequences on all these things, and reading newspaper means this. It is not just about this. Apart from this, why are we doing? Now we have discussed what will happen if we go develop any infrastructure over here. Then why are we doing? In return to this, what are we going to get benefited? Why government of India is trying to disturb this evergreen forest and own tribal people, and even if they are not willing to relocate, then government may forcefully relocate them, because now out of this 300 square kilometer, 30 to 35% of it is going to be de-reserved, and the people who are living in this area where they want to de-reserve will be forcefully shifted out of that area, right? Now because of all these things, what will happen? Why are we going to do all these things? We are going to do all these things with the expectation of few things, such as free trade zones, developing free trade zone. What is this free trade zone? Free trade zone is an area where any country will come, offload or transit or take rest for a while and then continue. In general, anybody, let us assume that Sri Lanka wants to import or export some things to India, then there will be custom duty. Custom duty will be imposed on any international trade. But free trade zone is a zone where you will not be imposing customs duty. Then what will be happening if you are not going to impose customs duty? Is it not a loss to the government? No, it is not a loss to the government. Then how? Because of this free trade zone, what will happen? This will be creating employment opportunities to many people. If you are not going to charge anything for the parking fee at the malls, central or any other mall, then definitely you are going to park your vehicle there and you go into the central, and then at least you may be purchasing ice cream at least. Is it or not? You will be sitting there for a while, and because of this their business will be developed. That's what will be happening with this Little Andaman Free Trade Zone. And just nearby this Little Andaman, if you see this as the northeastern area of our country, the extension of Arakan Yoma mountains. In these northeastern states we have Arakan Yoma mountains, and Andaman Nicobar Islands are the extension of these Arakan Yoma mountains only, which is very much close to the Singapore and Malaysia. This Singapore and Malaysia are the areas, they are completely dominating in the sea trade. Is it or not? Malacca Strait. Because of Malacca Strait, which is acting as the link between Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean, 70% of the trade through the sea is handled with the help of this Malacca Strait only, right? Now, even we are also there in same Indian Ocean, but we are not having this type of development because of few things, that we don't have any deep sea ports, and also we are imposing customs duty and other duties, but whereas this Singapore is acting as the breaker. You cannot keep traveling for months and months together, or maybe 10 days, 15 days. You may have to take some rest. All the people who are taking rest there in the Singapore. Now we want to become an alternative to this, and we want to tap this business area. That is the reason why we are going to develop this Little Andaman into a free trade zone. Apart from this, what else is the importance? This Little Andaman is a strategic location. As all of us know that Indian Ocean is very much dynamic, and everybody wants to come and play their politics. Now this China, our competitor, is looking to dominate on this entire Indian Ocean. What will they get if they dominate entire Indian Ocean? They would be controlling or have direct control over this international trade, that is 70% international trade. Now this is the main intention for any competitor, and as a country, major country that is surrounded by the Indian Ocean, we wanted to stabilize Indian Ocean politics, and we don't want let this area to be a rat race for the competition. That is the reason why it became a strategic importance. Now China has took Gwadar port in Pakistan, Hambantota in Sri Lanka, and in Somalia also. It has just tried to have its ports across all the areas in the Indian Ocean. Now, to control these things, we wanted to develop a strategic location in Indian Ocean. Have a good day, and we will be communicating with another topic in another lesson. Bye bye.